Here are my mostly spoiler-free thoughts on How to Make a Killing. How to Make a Killing stars Glen Powell as disowned at birth Becket Redfellow, the heir to a $28 billion fortune with one problem. There's 7 relatives standing in his way. Becket begins a killing spree to move up the proverbial family tree and claim what he feels is rightfully his. Also featured in the cast is Margaret Qualley as Becket's childhood friend, and the oh-so-lovely Jessica Henwick as Becket's love interest. Oh, and Ed Harris plays Whitelaw Redfellow, his grandfather, a total piece of There are 2 things to get this plot going. Becket's mom tells him to keep fighting until he has the right kind of life. A little vague, but okay. And when Qualley's character Julia puts the idea in Becket's head to kill off his relatives in order to inherit the fortune, kind of like Inception, the idea germinates. So great fortune becomes the right kind of life in Becket's eyes, I guess. Okay, fine. But in the process of killing off his douchebag cousins, he lands a great, seemingly lucrative career working for his uncle he respects and adores, and starts a loving relationship with Henwick's character set on building a life with her. This is where some of my problems come into play. This movie is a secret of my success, how to get ahead in business without really trying type movie, doing whatever cutthroat thing you need to do to get ahead. But as his life begins to really come to fruition and he's gotten away with these murders, why doesn't he just stop? Live his life with the very beautiful Jessica Henwick. It starts to feel a little contrived. The premise of this movie lends itself to being a dark comedy. We're rooting for a guy who's killing off innocent people, for goodness sake. The people he's killing suck, sure, but do they deserve to die? But the dark comedy doesn't go far enough, in my opinion. I'm all for Becket being a novice serial killer, but this movie needs to own it. We need to see the severed leg in the wood chipper moment in order to really sell the jokes, and just how far he's willing to go. What we get, however, is a film that isn't very dark, and not terribly funny. I really like Glen Powell. He's good at being the charmer. He's good at comedy. He's handsome, with a perfect face and chiseled body. But his talents are really wasted here. Margaret Qualley is equally talented, but I find her being typecast as the smooth-talking dame too often, and I'm a little over it. Here she plays a wishy-washy, underdeveloped femme fatale who only shows up occasionally, and we never get to see her true diabolical self. And Henwick is barely in this, at least not in any meaningful way, which makes their relationship rather shallow. Kind of like the screenwriter was told in a workshop to have a love story subplot, but they didn't know how to write it. I only give this movie 2 hearts. Maybe you like it more than I did, but I wouldn't recommend paying any more for this. Just wait to stream it.